Today we're going to do something a little bit different, and it is baking cookies. But not any cookies, Halloween cookies. Yes, it's August right now, but it's never too early. And I am considered a horror artist, and cookie dough looks a lot like clay in a way. And let's see if we can use that in our advantage. Not going to create any masterpieces here, but I'm kinda curious what I can do with cookies in my art style. So let's go. I have never actually baked cookies all by myself, but how hard can it be? All you have to do is you take 330 grams of flour, 220 grams of butter, 110 grams of this, 1/4 teaspoon salt and 1 teaspoon vanilla powder. Mix the sugar and butter for a few minutes. Add some salt and vanilla powder. And now add some flour and mix it for a few minutes. Use magic to make it a ball and put it in the fridge for 20 minutes. Or put it in your microwave on the cool function for 1 minute like I did. Your cookies should be about 1 centimeter thick. Bake the cookies for about 20 to 25 minutes on 165 degrees Celsius.
And that was how we make the cookies. But first we have to make the shape of the cookies, of course. And I'm going to show you how I made a few of them, a few interesting ones. I also used food coloring to color the cookies in a different color. I want to give it some kind of flesh tone and blood and just interesting combinations. But after all, I really shouldn't have done it. But maybe it was just me because I burnt them all, so they were all the same color at the end. Big spoiler, I know. But it can be quite interesting, and the most interesting results were definitely when you combine a few different colors, such as red and blue, and just put them together. So it's not one color, but it's just a subtle mix of a few. And like I did here, I did a little bit extra red on his mouth, so it looks like he's bleeding, and that looks pretty cool for these kind of cookies. I tried various shapes because I think most faces you make while making cookies, they always look kinda creepy, especially when they sag a little bit and they look so alive, but you have to eat them afterwards, which is pretty weird. And I was always not fascinated, but very interested by this concept, and I want to use my artist skills to make cookies this way. And they turned out pretty cool, I think. Another trick I used for these creatures is to put chocolate inside of them. So inside the middle, the eyes, the mouth. So it looks like some kind of fuzz or slime or blood or anything you can imagine is just running out of the holes. And it's pretty disturbing because it melts a little bit and it tastes good. So that's a huge plus. Another thing I did is to make pretty regular cookies first, cookie faces, and then deform them a little bit so they look not too pretty, not symmetrical, just off and weird. And I really like that. Something I will say later in this video as well, don't make them as thick as I did because they were way too thick. Should be half its size. It's harder to sculpt and I really didn't pay attention while making it. I was just creating and in the flow, and at the end when they were in the oven I realized, this isn't right. So don't really do what I did, but you can use the same techniques as I used. To make sausages for the lips, use a knife to make the lip texture. Poke some holes in it for the eyes. Use some food coloring for blood or use chocolate instead. And planning would be amazing as well because I just improvised everything.
I just made cookies and it's in the oven now. It's the first time I make cookies of my own, and I made some horror, more art style something cookies. But I made them way too thick. I think they have to be like this. And I made them more like this, so the double. I'm sure they will be nice. Well, the food coloring doesn't seem to matter much because it looks all more brown now.